I scaled the fintech company from 5 million to 19 million in just 2 years. And what I learned is that the phrase, our people are our greatest asset, is often the biggest lie told in business. If your company was bleeding cash today, would you cut people to protect profit or protect people and risk bankrupting the business? When I ask this question, most founders freeze on this question because they don't have a profit problem or a people problem. They have a clarity problem. Give me the next few minutes and I'm going to give you the exact 6-stage operational framework to solve this forever for you. The reason this question baffles people is because the answer genuinely changes depending on where you are in your business. Are you building a business to sell in 3 years? Or are you building something that runs for decades? Because those are very different businesses and they require very different answers to this question. Here's something nobody wants to talk about honestly in the business world. Dealing with people is the hardest part of running a company. It's not cash flow, it's not competition. People. And yet nobody wants to say that out loud because you sound like a bad person and a bad leader. So instead, everyone performs and say our people are our greatest asset in public, but behind closed doors, they make decisions that completely contradict that statement. They micromanage, they let toxic performance stay too long because they are afraid of hard conversations. And you see, the gap between what companies say and what they do is where trust gets destroyed. And once trust is gone, you can pour all the money in the world into your team, it won't matter. Over the years working inside businesses as a COO, I developed a framework for how to think about this balance at each stage of company growth. There are 6 stages, so let me walk you through them. Stage 1 is to survive. When you're just starting out, your job is simple, to survive. You need to hire as few people as possible and make them excellent. And together, you need to obsess over getting to profitability. This is the most responsible approach you can take because you're not in a position to invest in people yet. In early days, speed is more important than structure, and revenue is more important than culture. Stage 2 is the first reinvestment. Once you have some consistent profit coming in, you start putting some of it back into people. Think of it like gardening. You water the plants that are growing and plant a few seeds carefully. This stage is not about building a big team. It's about building the right team, and quality over headcount is important. Stage 3 is the balance phase, and you need to create a flywheel. And this is where the magic starts to happen. You develop your people, those people develop their skills, and those skills drive more output. And more output drives more revenue. And of course, more revenue gives you the resources to develop your people further. That's the flywheel, and once it's spinning, it's one of the most powerful things in business. Stage 4 is the pruning phase. At some point, your profit will shrink because someone on your team is actively poisoning your culture. And this is where most founders freeze because let me give you the hard reality. Protecting the wrong person is the most expensive thing a leader can do. Every single day you leave a toxic performer in place because you're afraid of a hard conversation, you are sending a loud message to your top performers about the mediocrity you are willing to tolerate. You aren't protecting the team, you are destroying trust. And once trust is gone, pouring money into your business won't save it. Stage 5 is the leverage phase. The team runs the business. If you do the pruning phase well, something remarkable happens. Your team starts driving profit without your constant involvement. Decisions get made without you. Problems get solved before they reach you. And this is what real leadership leverage look like. The moment a founder transitions from working in the business to working on the business. And stage 6, repeat the cycle. And then you do it again at a bigger scale with higher stakes and with more complexity. The balance between people and profit isn't a problem you just solve once. It's something that you need to return to at every stage of growth. Your team doesn't just want a paycheck. They want progress. They want to feel their contribution is actually connected to a bigger story. When founders include their team in their mission, they give them a chance to be heroes in their story, not just employees executing tasks. So here's the final answer. If your time horizon is 1 to 2 years, profit wins, because that's just the survival mode for you. But if your time horizon is decades, people win, because a business that lasts is not built on margin only. It's built on trust, on culture, and on leaders who develop other leaders. If you get this right, eventually your team will carry the vision forward without you. And that's what legacy actually means. So the next step for you is to understand at which stage are you in. Once you understand that one, then you can act according to that. And if you don't know which stage are you in right now, you can always book a free call with me and I'll walk you through it. I'll help you to find that clarity that you're looking for. And if you got value out of this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll see you in the next one.